What's poppin', world? Back at it again with another video. Y'all tapped in with the Head of the Game podcast. Y'all read the title. Let's get right into it. Now, I know a lot of people ain't paying attention to this. It's starting to pick up steam, and honestly, I'm kind of upset at myself. Not so much so, but I can kind of see how I've been distracted and maybe on me not keeping a good pulse on just my awareness and my surroundings and things of that nature, right? So the ports on the Gulf and the East Coast are, I don't even want to say it's a potential strike. At this point, they're going on strike. At midnight at the end of today. So we got about less than 14 hours until this pop off. And I just want to bring to y'all attention the repercussions, the potential repercussions of this reality, right? Let's move up in here. First and foremost, they were saying that it could cost the economy $5 billion a day due to the ports. And if people don't know what I'm talking about, okay, so the ports along the coast and the East Coast, they import goods, services, items, things that are an international trade. It's a part of the supply chain. Somewhat of the situation that happened back in the pandemic when the world shut down, all the economies around the world slowed down just because there wasn't a lot of movement, quarantine and so on and so forth, right? If y'all don't remember, there was the UPS strike, and then also, I believe it's the railroad strike. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. It has something to do with the railroads, right? But the port strike, there's two big issues on why they're going on strike. Number one, automation. They want an automation ban, rightfully so, because they're basically trying to outsource human labor for robots. This is how would you say it? The revenge of the nerds. This is like, I don't want to put it in a science fiction conspiracy theory kind of situation, but basically I'm saying that AI is here and it's here to stay, right? And automation is an extension of AI, right? Because pretty much as technology advances, the importance of human jobs, the lower the skill, I feel like the easier the job is able to be tasked by a robot, right? But that's the first one, automation. The second problem is pay. Now, on the West Coast, on my side, pretty much, not to say that they were on a potential strike, but they already got their pay raises. I think it's because they're in a different union. They're on a different side of the country, and I think their ports are of a part of a different union, right? So they've already addressed their issues. They already signed their contract. So I've already addressed the problems, right? Now, here are the consequences for these problems if they don't get addressed right away. Number one, just like how I referenced the pandemic, what was one of the first things that started to happen when the supply chain got gridlocked, right? Shortage of supplies, items. They're talking about perishables like fruit and food and stuff like that. If it sits out there in the ports, about time it gets up and starting, a lot of those things won't even be worth any money because they would be spoiled, meaning that they would have to get rid of it. And then on top of that, they would have to replace it. Now you're losing money, and then on top of that, you would have to lose more money trying to replace the money that you just lost. So, and it won't happen right away, right? Because everything is a cause and effect, and as they say, there's always a reaction to every action, right? Not to every action, but by and large, generally speaking, there's sometimes a chain reaction, right? Hence the supply chain. But you will probably see, I mean, the worst case scenario, let's say if this extends a month, 2 months, and a deal is still not done, the repercussions will probably be empty shelves, low on supply. The holidays is here. You already know the holidays usually have a high volume of spending, you know, and things of that nature. So, dang, what in the world is going on over there? They're trying to cut the line. I don't know what's going on with y'all. My bad, y'all. I'm out here in traffic, stuff like that. But, right, empty shelves, limited supplies, and the scarcity, which would be the last and worst case scenario, at least generally speaking. Kind of like the pandemic before. Lack of supplies, scarcity, inflates, you know, or incites inflation all over again. Now, if this happens, right, and inflation goes up artificially, not to say that we don't have the supplies, but just because this is a integral part of the supply chain, does the Feds cut rates again? That's the $1 million or $1 billion or $1 trillion question, right? Does the Fed cut rates again in the middle of this strike? Now that's if it extends. Now I think the next rate cut potentially will probably be in November, right? And then I think another one's in December, right? So this is just me bringing awareness to y'all. I mean, like I said, I just barely came across this yesterday. And I've been watching a lot of news articles and stuff like that, so this is why I gathered a lot of information. And like I said, hearing multiple different sources, damn, boy, they doing a lot of construction over here. My bad, y'all. I'm over here trying to finish my point so I can let y'all go about y'all day. But I mean, y'all got the gist of it. So my conclusion to this whole video is, if you're aware of this information, what can you do to protect yourself from this potential catastrophe? What I would do, not trying to be funny, this is really serious. I would get up all the toilet paper I can get, all the body wash I can get, all the toilet paper. I would have a pack of noodles, start getting cans, things of that nature, right? Because to sit and wait this out and be optimistic, I mean, you can be optimistic, of course, but you can be optimistic and prepared at the same time. Ooh. All right, I don't know why is all this stuff going on. I'm recording this video, but yeah, that's about it, y'all. So if y'all hear anything different, or if y'all want to add on to the conversation, go ahead, leave them comments below. More videos on the way. Comment, like, subscribe. I'm gone.